In this video, I'll be going over just a few new things in our new update. Obviously, as if you are already a KeyAuth user, you can tell that there was a huge update and changed quite a bit of stuff on our actual platform. The big thing is on the actual dashboard, the new way to manage all your applications is by clicking on the Manage Apps page, which will always be on the top left of any page that you open up. All the app credentials now have a copy credentials and view example button added to them. Everything else has been remained the same here, except for delete application. You are now required to type in the app name just to confirm that you actually do want to delete it. And then we have added the actual status here, if it's active or paused, and then you select it by actually clicking select here, and then it will highlight green if it's actually selected. The license, this page is the same, except for the import keys. You now have to use a JSON file to import all your keys. The users is the same thing with the JSON file to import, and then they all export as a JSON as well. When you create a user, there is now a password generator that you can use to get a good randomized password. And then we've also added a color-coded actions for all of the tables. So red does not show a confirmation. So if I clicked on this, it would not show a confirmation. It would just delete the user automatically, while blue, it will show a confirmation such as this. And then there's also a new feature. This is a client-side feature for Client 2FA. This has not been implemented into any of our SDKs yet, but will hopefully by next week and actually be made public. And then the video will be released on how to properly set it up as well. You can enable it and disable it here if a user ever forgets their 2FA code. When creating a license or a user, you will now get a token. This token will be assigned to an app, and then it will show you who it is assigned to, the status of it, if it is banned, hash, the type, and then of course status down here. Now the token system basically will require users to have this token added to a token.txt file, for example, and if the token does not match what is here, then they cannot use your application. Then of course you can always ban it so they still can't use the token, and if they try and change the token to whatever else, it just will not work. So it must be valid to who it is actually assigned to. The subscriptions are the same, chats, sessions are all the same. Webhooks, we've improved the links on it, so you must be more specific on what you are actually uploading. And then in addition, we've also added the link to our documentation to better help you with learning how to set up a request with an API versus just setting a request with Discord. Files, we've added better support with Discord links. So Discord updated their links, I don't even know how long ago, but they made it extremely long for whatever reason. But now you can upload a Discord link here and it will automatically convert it into something that can be used by us and it is not too long. And then in addition, we've also added all the extensions, common ones being like exe, DLL, JPEG, PNG, stuff like that, all like the common ones that you would see, to the actual check as well. So if it does not end in one of the extensions that we provide, then it will say invalid. You can just contact support and we will add the extension so it's accessible. Variables, logs, blacklist are all the same, but blacklist, you can now delete all blacklist and delete all the whitelist as well. The settings page is probably the biggest thing that's changed. Everything that is a toggle action has been added across the top here, and then of course everything else is just added down. The cool thing is if you change this or change anything here, instead of going all the way down here, you can just push Control S on your keyboard and it will save it for you. You have all your alert messages here, and then everything for your reseller store and shop will be underneath the reseller section. For the seller settings, we've added the ability to actually clear the current IP that you have whitelisted. And then we've also added the ability to add a Telegram bot instead of a Discord bot, but the Telegram bot is not active yet. The web loader is pretty much the same, logs are the same. Forms, we've added DMCA, and then we've changed just about everything else here. So it's all a little bit more limited. For the resellers and managers, we've added years now, and years will appear at the end, and then lifetime will appear before it. I know it's not really ideal, but it will be improved later. And then everything else is pretty much the same, except for you can delete all resellers, delete all managers, and then you can actually delete the account, delete their created keys, so all the keys that they created, or all their users. These two options may be moved to the licenses and users page. I feel like that just makes a little bit more sense than having it here. But at the same time, it might make sense here since you can actually view the user that it is. And then you can edit their account as well. The upgrade, we've improved this page. We've added the enterprise to it. We've also increased the prices by $5. They used to be $9.99 for developer and then $19.99 for seller, but now they are $14.99 and $24.99. Then we've also added monthly prices, $4.99 a month for developer and then $7.99 a month for seller. And then of course we've made sure that the expiration date is no longer down here, it's over here underneath your plan, which is now highlighted and glowing if you are a paid user. And then we've also told you if you have this plan or a higher one. And of course all these, everything in here, this is of course there is much more to our auth than just these limited features, which we will be improving even more later on. And then the account settings, we've added the ability to add any type of GIF, video, image as your icon here or your profile picture. Then we've also added security words, and it's basically self-explanatory. You'll get 10 words. There will be a blue button here. I've already clicked it, but there will be a blue button here, and once you click the button, there will be 10 words in blue that will appear underneath here. Just copy those words, put them in any text file or wherever you want to store them. We recommend 2 locations, so USB and a PC, or your phone, or whatever. And then if you ever need to get back into your account because you forgot your email, order ID, you're on a new IP, and everything that you could typically use, then you can just contact support, give us those words, and then we will confirm those are your words and then give you access to your account. Now keep in mind that you can only generate these words one time before they have to be reset by staff. And then we've also added export account. Now keep in mind the export account feature does not export every single thing on your account. It only exports the important stuff, meaning if you export your account, you're not going to get these alert messages, for example, because that would be a little bit redundant. You also want to get all the chats saved and a few other things, but the important stuff like licenses, users, tokens, subs, everything that does actually matter will be exported for you to actually have. And then of course we have this little thing here, easier access. I know someone was asking about how do you log out, and this is how you would do it. We are also adding a shop. The shop will basically allow users to go here and find trusted programs to download to do numerous things. And then we've also added a new change log system that you can obviously view every single thing that we have changed, updated, removed, etc. But this is pretty much it. Of course, there will be much more to actually come. This is not the last update for KeyAuth. I plan on actually improving it even more than what it is now and making it even more user friendly, or at least trying to find a way to make it even more user friendly. Of course, if you have any questions about this, or if you did not understand something in this video, just comment down below or join our Telegram. Link will be down in the description. And as always, thank you for watching.